Silence is powerful. It speaks without words, brings understanding, and offers peace in moments of quiet reflection. We know about silence with a simple story. Joe was an old man, aged 75 years. He lived very happily and formed a beautiful family. His children grew up and moved to different cities in pursuit of good career and future. He lived in a small village carrying the memories of his deceased wife. Joe had 4 grandchildren and they used to visit him during their holidays. And it was the vacation time and Joe was eagerly waiting for the arrival of his grandchildren. He was preparing his home for the kids, cleaning the home, mowing the garden, rearranging the household items, buying the favorite foods, dresses for the children, etc. In the busy arrangements, he lost his favorite watch. The watch was gifted by his dead wife when their first child was born. Joe treasured the watch, and it became his sole companion after his wife's death. He forgot the watch missing and was happy receiving the kids at home. It was only the next day when he was about to take bath, he remembered that the watch was missing. He saw the watch last when he was arranging things in the barn. He was shocked and very upset. His grandchildren asked him why he was so dull and asked him what troubled him. Joe said, "Dear children, I lost the most precious watch I have ever had and I ever got in my life. It was gifted by your grandma, and I lost it while cleaning the home. I feel like I'm missing my heart." Joe was on tears, and the children promised him that they would search the watch for him. One granddaughter asked, "Grandpa, do you remember when you saw the watch last, before it was missing?" Joe told, "I guess when I was cleaning the barn." The children decided to search for the watch in the barn. The barn was full of waste materials, books, scraps, broken furniture, etc. The children searched for more than 2 hours with help of Joe and a servant, but could not find it. Joe was completely shattered and asked the children to stop searching as they could not find anything. The kids were also too sad and consoled the grandfather. One grandson again moved to the barn, and Joe asked why he was going there again. The little boy requested others not to follow him and remain silent. While the others were little surprised, they still followed what he said. The little boy went to the barn and sat there in silence. The other children reached him and asked him what he was doing, and the little boy asked them not to make noise. He sat there for about 15 minutes and then rushed to his grandfather. Yes, he got the watch and happily gave it to Joe. He was surprised and asked how he was able to find it. The little boy replied, "I sat there without making a noise, and the barn was so silent. After a few minutes, I heard the tick-tick sound and found the watch." Joe hugged him and thanked the little boy. This is the power of silence. If we stay calm, we can find the solution very easily. The power of silence. 10 benefits of cultivating peace. Silence is important for our health and well-being, just as exercise and nourishment are. So what are the benefits of silence and how can the power of silence help us? 1. Stimulates brain growth. 2 hours of solitude and silence every day could potentially rejuvenate your brain. In a 2013 study, scientists exposed mice to 3 types of sound, including baby mouse calls. They included silence as a control and expected baby mouse calls to stimulate development of brain cells. To their surprise, scientists found that 2 hours of silence per day prompted greater healthy brain cell growth in the hippocampus, an area of the brain responsible for memory formation, learning, motivation, and regulation of emotional responses. 2. Improves sleep and fights insomnia. The importance of quiet sleep cannot be stressed enough as it helps restore the body and the mind, and is important for your physical, emotional, and cognitive health. Periods of silence during the day can also improve sleep quality and lessen insomnia, highlighted in a 2015 study where older adults practiced mindfulness meditation for 6 weeks. 3. Improves memory. 10 to 15 minutes of sitting in silence can boost your memory. The remarkable memory-boosting benefits of quiet contemplation also have positive implications for those who have a neurological injury, such as a stroke, and may release a latent capacity to learn and recall for people with amnesia and some sorts of dementia. A 2014 study on patients with amnesia showed that a 10-minute rest in a quiet, darkened room boosted recall from 14 to 49%. The study also found similar results for healthy participants, boosting memory recall from 10 to 30%. 4. relieves stress. Stress can disrupt the natural processes of your body, but taking a break and embracing the power of silence can lower blood cortisol level and adrenaline and relieve stress. In fact, silence is more relaxing than listening to meditative music, and just 2 minutes of silence improves blood circulation and reduces blood pressure to ease tension from the body and brain. Furthermore, when you're not stressed, your natural biological mechanisms can heal and repair your body. 5. Awakens awareness. Silence is not only the absence of sound and speech, it is also refers to the quietening of your monkey mind, the relentless stream of evaluative thoughts and emotions that plague our minds. When you learn to quieten your mind with mindfulness and meditation, you will notice a distinct shift in your awareness and sensitivity to the environment around you. 6. Improves heart health. Interestingly, moments of silence can also benefit your heart. The American Heart Association says that taking some time out to practice meditation and mindfulness can do wonders for heart health, as it lowers blood pressure, reduces stress, and thus lowers the overall risk for heart disease. 7. Improves clarity. Taking a moment to breathe, calm your inner mind, and get away from noise has the potential to regulate your breath and do away with stress, which you may not even be aware of. When you are not distracted by noise, your brain returns to its default mode and integrates internal and external information into a conscious workspace, promoting mental clarity. 8. Boost cognitive resources. According to attention restoration theory, spending more time in an environment that is restorative, rather than one which has high sensory input, restores the brain's cognitive resources. That is why when you take a walk in nature away from urban areas, your stress levels reduce and you feel happier afterwards. A low sensory environment provides the solitude and silence you need, which helps clear your mind, reduce mental fatigue and internal noise, and helps you to rejuvenate and relax. 9. Better decision making. When you're in a noisy environment, it becomes difficult to make any decisions, as your brain is constantly being bombarded with stimuli. But just 5 minutes of silence not only reduces the stress response of the amygdala, but it also releases serotonin, endorphins, and oxytocin, known as happy hormones. This restores your well-being, and your mind becomes calmer. With that, you can make better decisions as you process information with clarity and awareness. 10. Enhances creativity. Solitude and periods of silence allows your mind to wander, which is essential for incubation, one of the 4 stages of creativity where you let go of what you're working on or thinking of.